peeps? It's been a long time since we've done I'm pretty sure that baby you could hear I'm just gonna close my vent because if not it's gonna be wind in the background. Anyways, what's up, peep? We are vlogging today. We are headed to Tyler, Texas, where Jerrid is from, for his father's 70th birthday party. So we decided on the 2-hour drive over there, let's do some vlogging. Josiah is in the back seat. Say hey, Joe. Playing some sort of game or doing something, but we're just talking about entrepreneurship and just figuring out our direction in life and, you know, our purpose and what we're supposed to be doing. And Jerrid was just, before we started taping, Jerrid was just explaining, you know, what his ideas are on kind of like branding yourself and finding your own little, what word am I looking for?
I mean, your own niche. I mean, you have to find out the ways that you can, you know, market yourself. And market yourself by the things that you're passionate about. You know, find the things that you would do for free or that you do for free. And find a way to make money doing that. Therefore, you never feel like you're working.
Absolutely. You have to always find a way to make money work for you. Like at the end of the day, I'm learning that. So I'm in the process. This is like my second time reading or listening to it, but I was put up on Rich Dad Poor Dad by, what's his name?
Maurice.
No. I'm saying, what is the name of the author?
Robert Kiyosaki.
Robert Kiyosaki. For those of you out there who have not read that book, I encourage everybody out there to go read that book. And if you don't,
but a goodie.
It's an oldie but a great read. If you don't want to read or you don't like to read, which I encourage everybody to change your thinking when it comes to reading. Reading is power. Reading is knowledge. But if you don't like to read, you can do like I do, is once I get in my car, I just put it on YouTube and just let the audiobook read to me, and I just listen. And sometimes I take notes. A lot of times I take notes. I always travel with either my big notebook or my little small journal notebook. But there are some powerful things on there that I would have never known, like a lot of life principles. Just learning how to make money work for you.
Well, the thing of it is that you have to change the way that you think. You're never going to be anywhere different if you don't change the way that you think. If
Absolutely.
you make $20,000 in your job, if you make $50,000 in your job, if you make $100,000 in your job, and you want to grow and you want to increase and you want to do more, you're going to have to change the way that you're thinking. It's never going to come to you thinking the exact same type of way. So one of the things that this does for someone who hasn't read it or someone who's unfamiliar is that it gives you a different way to view some of the things that you already, you know, do on a day-to-day basis, but it gives you from a perspective of someone who's wealthy. And so by that alone, it gives you the opportunity to have a different train of thought and a different viewpoint on stuff. Well, that right there is what begins the process to being able to change your surroundings, change your activities, change
your
the things
influences.
your influences, the things that you do,
your exposure, what you're exposed to.
Which can be the foundation of creating a new norm.
Yeah.
Now instead of $20,000, you in the $50,000 range, or instead of the 50, you in 100. Instead of 100, you in 500.
Yeah.
But it has to start with a change. Your comfort zone is your failure zone.
Absolutely.
So if you aren't ready or aren't willing to be uncomfortable and to experience change, because change is uncomfortable, you have to be willing to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation to receive that change. And then from that, it launches everything else.
Absolutely, because growth will never come from just being in a comfortable state. It has to go through many different facets of change. And I'm learning that myself. Jerrid, I'm sure, is learning that as well, and as well as Josiah and his, you know, journey and his timing that he's going through in his life. But this book has definitely changed my view on money as a whole. I realize now that school is great. I love school, but it doesn't teach you how to manage money. It teaches you how to get a job and create an income where you're not living paycheck to paycheck, but at the end of the day, it doesn't teach you how to manage the money once you have it. That's why we have so many people out here who are wealthy that go from being wealthy to going to broke, to going into the broke, portion of their lives because they don't know how to manage money. This book teaches you how to do that. And like I said, I recommend this book to anybody out there, especially those who have an entrepreneur type of mind, because it's going to change your world. It's going to change your world. Jerrid said that he had read it back a few years ago, I think. Yeah. Long time ago. I'm just not hearing about it. I wish I would have known about this book years and years and years and years ago, prior to me having my son, definitely, because I just would have moved a little differently. You know what I mean? I would have known how to save. I would have known how to manage money. I would have known that money is just a tool. I didn't. And I've been working since I was 13 years old. And for me now, it's like now I'm trying to, what am I trying to say? I'm playing catch up now because I didn't know these tools. I didn't have these tools. And so it's a lot of hard work now playing catch up, but at the end of the day, it is so worth it. It's so worth it. So, yeah. So we were just chatting about. Decided to grab the phone and do a little bit of vlogging. Thought it would be cool just to get that out there to you all. Jerrid's looking nice in his little striped shirt. We try to match sometimes, y'all, but it usually never works. But you can check out my beautiful red boots. Ooh. Yeah. A little bit of a fashionista. Trying to be, at least, New hairdo. This is crochet braids, but this is what I inspired for my hair to be like. My natural hair. It's my natural curl pattern, but just not my real hair. It's 4B texture. And I am loving it. Giving me such naturalista vibes, honey. Yes. Anyways, y'all, we'll talk to y'all later.